The hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. The hour cometh and now is when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem. Unity of Chicago South, online, New Thought Spiritual Community, streaming live from Chicago. Offering worship, in spirit and truth, beyond walls.
In this constantly changing world, life and personal values can seem more than a little unstable. Just when you think you have it all figured out, then everything changes. Sometimes life can seem overwhelming. Well, the good news is you can change your life. You have within you the power to learn how to flow with the changes and smooth out the bumps of life. You can experience the joy, peace, health, and abundance you deserve. You were created to be happy and productive. That urge to grow and express yourself was put there for a reason. Learn the spiritual principles that can help you not just to survive, but thrive in this changing world. At Unity, we'd like to help you do just that.
Imagine a spiritual path that honors the universal truths in all religions, that sees we are all one. Imagine a movement that respects each person's right to choose their spiritual path. Imagine a spiritual movement that empowers and unites rather than divides. This is Unity. For more than a century, Unity has offered a positive, practical, and progressive approach to understanding and applying the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters.
Welcome to the Unity of Chicago South Beyond Walls Spiritual Community, Sunday Celebration, live stream. We are simultaneously live streaming on various platforms. Previous celebrations are available on YouTube at Unity OCS. Thank you for bringing your consciousness to this space.
Welcome to today's reading. We look forward to researching and bringing you readings from various past and current Unity materials and other spiritual sources. We hope that you will find upliftment as well as practical application that will enhance your life experience in a positive way. Thank you for your presence.
Healing our finances. Reverend Rick Schumacher. Healing is often thought to be the restoration of the mind and body to its natural state of health. That's a good but limited definition. I believe the process of healing is coming into the awareness of divine energy that is everywhere present, and specifically present in areas of life where the energy is unacknowledged. When this energy is acknowledged, healing can spring forth. This broader definition allows us to apply the spiritual principles of healing to our financial lives. Some people have been hesitant to pray for financial security. When we come to the realization that divine energy is present in every area of our lives, we come to know that we are rich children of a loving Father and heirs to a kingdom of good here and now. This realization eliminates any hesitancy. We need wait no longer to prosper. Healing of finances is becoming aware of divine energy within us and acknowledging it as the source of all our good in its fullness. Poet Robert Browning wrote of opening out a way where the imprisoned splendor may escape. Healing of finance is to release the flow of divine energy within us. It is good to pray for financial security, and better to pray for a closer relationship with our loving Father. Through prayer, we deepen our awareness and understanding of the divine energy within. As we open ourselves to the expression of this divine energy, things change for the better, and new blessings flow into our lives. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore wrote, "Though I give you mountains of money, it would be as nothing compared to the awakening in you of spiritual understanding." According to spiritual law, the deeper our awareness of, and the greater our focus on expressing divine energy, the greater is our spiritual understanding. According to spiritual law, good flows to us and through us to meet our every financial need. We are financially secure.
Divine Feminine Sundays stream from Unity of Chicago South on 4th Sundays. The celebration begins at 11 a.m. It's available on their website, unityocs.org, and also Facebook and YouTube at UnityOCS.
Greetings and welcome to Unity of Chicago South. I am Bonnie Thompson Ford, and I am back again to explore spiritual principles that help us to better understand our pathways. And today we will explore elimination and release, letting go from a spiritual perspective. Let's take a little time to dive into the reason and the process of elimination and release by renewal of memory relative to our alignment with the universe. Humanity and the earth continues to evolve and grow into movements of ascension, whether we are aware of the process or not. We are all involved. Wow. You see, the world is changing due to synchronicity of universal assignment to establish a thinning of the veil. This is taking place because humanity's awakening consciousness. We are awakening. This also allows enhancement of intuition to help our perspective may not be necessarily awakened. Therefore, it helps us to understand through multidimensionality our linear thought process. However, there are many who can follow what is being stated because they are committed light workers, along with others who recognize the response to growth is often stimulated by impactful energies that surge the mindset and intuition connected with oneness. We must remember that energies create and merge with magnetic lightness. Therefore, building energies of love and compassion generate from the depths of our hearts, elevates and showers powerful magnitude of light throughout the universe. So let's continue to meld with the subject of elimination and release. You, me, we are allowed to oversee our thought process and maintain our emotional balance. This is the foundational recipe established with humanity that aligns with being the masters of our souls. Every spoken word, every functionality, every thought, every emotion creates an energy in search of magnetic alliance. Come with me now on this journey to review the process of letting go. Letting go of what no longer serves us or interferes with our purpose. Creative Source welcomes and supports our free will to engage in this beautiful process of cleansing. This allows us to see self and explore our purpose for existence. So let's set aside a little time to relax and open and allow exploration of self-discovery. Now find a comfortable and private place to position your body and begin to inhale and exhale and attune with higher self and alignment with the universe. Let's begin with this affirmation. I am a radiant beam of light, aligned with the universe in love, harmony, and inner peace. Wow. Let's review our overall body system. We ask for elimination of energies from our thought process that causes anxiety, that causes anger, that causes frustration and consistent worry and emotional imbalance, along with hatefulness and harsh revenge. Wow. Let go of these energies. Let go of these energies. Let's bring our focus back on even the lack of abundance and loneliness. The list can be unlimited. It can go on and on. For we often allow these things to get in the way of our forward movement. So let's learn to replace elimination with positive opposition. Let's let anger be replaced with complacency, joy, harmony, and knowing that all is well. Let's look at disease and say that I am healthy and I am in tune with my body, my mind, and my spirit to claim wellness. And loneliness, I am always involved with self-discovery to enhance my mindset that I am never, ever alone. Never. Self-worth. I am so much more than I have been told. I am a component of oneness, and I am becoming more aware every day of the light within and the souls that share my energy. Elimination takes place as we become more aware of phenomenal human spirit potential. For we are all aware of some of the things needing to be released. Let's learn to practice our affirmations and meditations on a regular basis and begin to feel the weight of release take place. When we are able to refocus, we begin to recognize that being that beam of light and being aligned with the universe is a statement of belonging, a statement of power awaiting to be activated within a roar of love and compassion, willing to open, to absorb this dynamic energy embedded within, and learn to eliminate opposing energies in exchange by allowing the flow of love and compassion to set the stage for ascension of the world and humanity. There is a process taking place that perhaps escapes our 3D perception, yet we must know that we play a beautiful role with our contribution to love. And this roaring power, pay attention, roaring power being submitted to the growth of our earth. Eliminate and release the thought of our diminishing world. See the world replenishing. Each one of us have been offered to open up your heart and your consciousness, to see more than you see or scan with your human sight and emotions. Know that there is so much more. So much more. I am Bonnie Thompson Ford. So until we meet again, know that all is well and one. with God. In love with love, namaste.
Keep up with Unity of Chicago South activities, like reading material for the monthly book club, upcoming classes, and Sunday celebration speakers using our text alerts. Text the word CONNECT to 564-234-2980. Text CONNECT to 564-234-2980.
Would you like our community to pray with you? Each first Sunday of the month, after our guided meditation celebration, an open prayer time is held. To be included, text prayer time to 564-234-2890. That's all one word, prayer time, to 564-234-2890. Always remain receptive to the presence of divine blessings.
Come into the silence, rest for a while, release all the cares of your day. Come into the silence, quiet your mind. Spirit has something to say. If you will trust the Lord to guide you, trust the Lord beside you, be not afraid to let go. Spirit will befriend you. Spirit is within you. Spirit is love. I know. Come into the silence, rest for a while, release all the cares of your day. Come into the silence, quiet your mind. Spirit has something to say. Spirit has something to say.
Keep up with Unity of Chicago South activities, like reading material for the monthly book club, upcoming classes, and Sunday celebration speakers using our text alerts. Text the word CONNECT to 564-234-2980. Text CONNECT to 564-234-2980.
Greetings and welcome to the wonders that only exist in this moment. Thank you for joining us at Unity of Chicago South today. Let us center ourselves. Just for today, we will keep our minds filled with possibility, not obstacles. We will keep our conversations filled with the good we deserve and watch this goodness engulf us. Just for today, nothing will be impossible. I'm Reverend Dr. Stephanie Wilson Coleman, and it is a pleasure to be here today. My message is always intended to be a message of hope, one that will inspire you to rethink what is possible for your life, to inspire you to believe in that inner star to carry you places that you never dreamed possible. And as you listen to today's lesson, I want to encourage you to climb the mountains of your life, that you have already have enough of God that you need in this moment. I want to encourage you to believe that you are worthy of the best. Today, we'll explore the metaphysical principle of elimination, which is a transformative practice essential for our spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being. This principle is about letting go, not just of the physical, but of the non-physical clutter that blocks our potential. Just as we clean our homes and remove items we no longer need, elimination calls us to clear out old habits, limiting beliefs, resentments, and fears that do not serve us. In the words of Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, elimination is the process of letting go of old, worn-out thoughts, beliefs, or ideas, and making way for new ideas that bring growth. This concept of elimination goes beyond the physical world. It is a spiritual purification. We can think of elimination as a release of all that keeps us from realizing our higher selves. Old hurts, mistaken beliefs about who we are, and judgments about others often weigh us down. But by letting go, we free up our mind, our heart, and spirit to make room for what God, the divine, intends for us. Now, often we carry with us resentments, fears, judgments, or self-doubt. And these mental and emotional burdens accumulate over time. They cloud our clarity, and they eliminate our ability to live fully. So by practicing elimination, we're empowered to remove what blocks our spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being. To remove these blocks will allow us to make room for new blessings. So how do we practice elimination? So here are a few steps. The first step is identify what no longer serves. So whether it's a habit, a belief, or even a relationship, pay attention to what weighs you down or brings negativity in your life. Reflect, pray, meditate, and ask yourself when you're in your reflection period, does this belief help me? or does it hinder my growth? Is this adding to my peace and growth, or is it distracting from it? Then the second step is to embrace the release. Once you identified what you're letting go of, release it with intention. This might involve forgiveness, prayer, or a simple act of writing it down and tearing up the paper. Release with love, knowing that by doing so, you make room for new blessings and perspectives. So ask yourself, is this adding to my peace? Is this adding to my growth? Or is it distracting from it? And then the third thing is to fill your space with higher thoughts. So once you let go, replace what's been released with positive, life-affirming thoughts and beliefs. Remember, nature abhors a vacuum. So fill that space with love, gratitude, and peace. Consider what you truly desire to bring into life and invite these qualities in. Through elimination, we can gain clarity, emotional freedom, and spiritual renewal. It is a practice of self-purification that leads us to a more aligned and authentic life. Now, let's use elimination to help us thrive, even when times feel unstable. So here's a Thrive acronym that's adapted to guide you through letting go of what is no longer needed to make way for inner stability, to make way for strength, to make way for growth. So Thrive. Then there's T. First, tend to your inner life. Nurture your inner world like a garden. Regularly tend to your thoughts and emotions, pulling up the weeds of negativity or limiting beliefs. This mindfulness creates clarity, strength, and resilience, even in uncertain times. And then there's the H. Honor the power of release. Honor the act of letting go as sacred and empowering. When you release with reverence, you acknowledge that by letting go, you're inviting new blessings and opportunities into your life. And R, refocus on positive beliefs. As you eliminate old patterns, redirect your attention to beliefs that uplift you. Affirm your worth, your resilience, and your ability to adapt to change. These positive beliefs become the new foundation upon which you build. And if you find yourself thinking negative things, remind yourself of all of the worth that you have within inside of you, all the good things that you've done for others. And sometimes we tend to forget that and just focus on the negative. Then the I is invite divine wisdom. Elimination isn't just about emptying, it's about making space for higher guidance. Invite divine wisdom to fill the spaces left behind, trusting that you will receive what you need and receive exactly when you need it. Then there's V for visualization. Visualize new growth. Picture what your life will look like after you've released old patterns. Visualize plants and seeds of new life within you. Nurture them with your intention and helping you to stay grounded in your vision. You've got to be able to see where you want to go and see what you want to achieve before it can come true. Then there's E for embrace. Embrace the process with gratitude. Embrace the process of elimination as a gift. Each time you let go of what no longer serves you, you move closer to your authentic self. Gratitude for the process itself allows you to experience each release as a positive, freeing act. And by practicing elimination with these Thrive steps, we can become more aligned with our true selves. See, we cultivate resilience, peace, and purpose. We're ready to meet life's challenges and blessings with an open heart. And as we move forward, may we remember that each release is a stepping stone toward a life filled with peace, love, and fulfillment. For those, especially African American women, who may have felt marginalized in the recent presidential election, by focusing on what we can release, whether that's personal burdens or systemic challenges, elimination can create space for new growth, empowerment, and a fresh sense of purpose. We are going to have to work on eliminating internalized feelings of unworthiness. When we release negative self-talk, we make a conscious effort to eliminate thoughts that undermine our self-worth. So replace inner criticisms with affirmations that celebrate African American heritage, strength, and resilience. This could involve daily affirmations like, I am deserving of love, respect, and success. They do not have to be difficult. They just need to be your affirmations. Let go of comparisons. Eliminate the habit of comparing one's progress of struggles with others. Comparisons can intensify feelings of inadequacy. So instead, focus on unique strengths and contributions within one's community. And then release unnecessary guilt or blame, self-blame especially. Recognize that systemic challenges are not a reflection of personal wealth or potential. Let go of any internalized guilt or self-blame for issues that are beyond one's control, and affirm that everyone is worthy of dignity and respect. Psalms 13, chapter 14, verse says, I praise you, for I am fearful and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. See, this verse reminds us of inherent worth and beauty as God's creations. Embracing our divine value helps us release any unworthy feelings and replace them with self-acceptance and love. Eliminate societal prejudices and biases through advocacy. Challenge prejudice in conversations. Use elimination to address and dismantle stereotypes or biases within your own community and others. Call out prejudice where you see it, whether in conversations with friends, families, or colleagues, and advocate for respect and equality. And then support anti-racism and educational initiatives. Support initiatives that aim to eliminate racial bias by educating others on African American history, contribution, and lived experiences. Attend or organize workshops, book clubs, or community discussions focused on dismantling biases. And eliminate harmful media. Choose to support media and content that accurately and respectfully represents African Americans communities. Actively avoid and challenge media that promote stereotypes and encourage others to do the same. Isaiah 1st chapter 17 verse says, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, and bring justice to the fatherless. Plead the widow's cause. It means Isaiah calls us to seek justice and correct wrongs, urging us to act against prejudice and to advocate for those who are marginalized or oppressed. This can guide us in addressing and removing biases in ourselves and our communities. Then we eliminate personal and community isolation. Combat isolation by fostering connections within and beyond the African American community. Building bridges with diverse allies who understand and support your experiences can help eliminate feelings of division and create a sense of solidarity. In order to move ahead, we've got to release fear of vulnerability. See, when feeling marginalized, it can be tempting to withdraw emotionally. Instead, release this fear by opening up to trusted individuals about experiences, fears, and hopes. Vulnerability can be empowering and build stronger support networks. And then engage in collective healing practices. Embrace practices like community gatherings, healing circles, or safe places for sharing experiences. Letting go of isolation fosters resilience and community healing. Galatians 6, chapter 2nd verse says, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. This verse encourages us to support and connect with one another. Eliminating isolation by building community allows us to share in each other's joys and challenges to create mutual strength and solidarity. Eliminate sources of stress and toxicity. Repeated exposure to distressing news can compound feelings of discouragement. Choose to limit media that heightens anxiety or fear, and focus on lifting up hopeful stories within the community. And if you don't know any right now, go online and Google and find some, because sometimes those hopeful stories are just that thing that we need in order to just get rid of the negative news and begin to focus on something that's positive. And release toxic relationships. Remove relationships or environments that reinforce negative beliefs or undermine your self-worth. Choose relationships that uplift, empower, and celebrate who you are. And engage in mindful practices for stress reduction. Use meditation, prayer, and mindful breathing to eliminate stress. Practicing inner peace and grounding can bring relief and clarity. Matthew 11, chapter 28, verse says, come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. We're invited to release our stress and burdens to that all-knowing power, knowing that we can find peace and rest in God's presence. Eliminating toxic sources and embracing his peace allows for renewal and inner clarity, helping you to focus on what truly matters. Eliminate barriers of economic and social empowerment. Support African American owned businesses. And by eliminating economic disparities and supporting local entrepreneurs, you foster empowerment and create economic independence within the community. Invest in education and skill building. Encourage and support initiatives that eliminate educational barriers, whether by mentoring, donating, or participating in skill building workshops. And I want you to challenge workforce and workplace inequity. Work actively to remove biases on inequities in professional settings. Advocate for equitable hiring practices, fair representation, and policies that promote inclusivity. Luke 14, chapter 18th verse says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed. This verse speaks to God's desire for freedom, empowerment, and justice for all. We are called to help to remove social and economic barriers, fostering liberation and empowerment within our communities. We can do this by releasing the fear of speaking up. Boldly advocate for what is right without the fear of repercussion. Let go of inaction. Sometimes feeling overwhelmed can lead to inaction, but use elimination, the power of elimination, to release doubts and take one small, meaningful step at a time toward advocacy and support of social change. 2 Timothy, 1st chapter, 7th verse says, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and self-control." This reminds us that fear does not come from God, the universal presence. Embracing the spirit of power, love, and sound mind helps us eliminate fear and step confidently into advocacy, standing up for truth and justice with courage and conviction. As we close today, let us remember that elimination is not just an act of release, it is an act of empowerment. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we make space for divine transformation, for healing, and for a future filled with hope and possibility. In these times of uncertainty and division, it's up to each one of us to create a vision of what we wish to see in the world. We are the gardeners of our own soul. And with every thought, every action, every prayer, we pull out the weeds of fear, anger, prejudice, and we make room for the seeds of love, justice, and unity to take root. So I ask you now, what will you release today? What will you eliminate today? What is ready to be let go of in your life? Fear, resentment, limiting beliefs? What spaces can you clear to welcome in the peace, the love, and the courage that God has already placed within you? So together as a community, let us stand together in faith and action as we eliminate the barriers of hatred, division, and self-doubt. Let us rise to our fullest potential. We can create a world where love reigns, where justice flows like a mighty river, and where every voice is heard and every voice is valued. We are called to rise and to remember that within us, a divine resilience that no earthly power can diminish. It's right there in us. So as we leave this place, let the principle of elimination guide you. Let it be the force that propels you to release that no longer serves you, and to boldly step into the life you were meant to live. May we all become the vessels of peace, love, and justice that our world so desperately needs. And as we release what no longer serves us, we will joyfully receive the abundant blessings that await us on the other side of elimination. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the master of my soul. Namaste.
Your support is important to our growth. Please use the information found to my right, or go to the UnityOCS.org support tab to provide your financial support. As a major part of the growth of this online spiritual community, we ask that you take this moment to share, follow, repost, and of course, financially support our work. Your action can help our mission to provide universal teachings beyond a traditional walled space. Be instrumental in helping this spiritual community as well as those who can benefit from the teachings. We thank you in advance for your support of Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago. 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 Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago.